Hi, folks, and welcome back inside Manhattan Basketball. Christian and I will speak with the head coach of Manhattan Women's Basketball, John Olenowski. Coach, season opener, a nice 10-point victory on the road, a really solid team effort all around.
Yeah, it was a good start, Christian. The girls played well, and when you play on somebody's home court, you've got to step up. And I thought we made some good plays down the stretch, and it was a really nice one to get with your opener.
Nikki Isaacs goes for a career-high 19 points. She was absolutely on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, she really was, and they were key baskets too. When after you made a run back, she would hit a key three. She hit a couple in transition, which were very, very valuable for us. So she had a great all-around game. I was so proud of her effort.
Coming into the season, obviously the talk was surrounded around Monica Roeder and her being the key weapon of this team. If Nicole Isaacs can be that secondary option as a shooter, how much does that help Monica?
Tremendously. Obviously, the first thought I think most teams have is to put their best defender on Monica. And so that makes it a little more difficult for her to get good open looks. So when somebody like Nicole can step up and score, it's huge for us and huge for her. So it'll give us a lot more balance this year.
I don't want to call it a frustrating game for Monica because she did still have 13 points in a victory, but she missed her first three shots. She wasn't getting a lot of touches. How difficult was it for her to get involved in the offense early?
Well, I think she was a little frustrated. I think they were really, really being physical with her, and I think that she's such a great shooter that we knew it was only a matter of time before she'd start making some shots. So you can never count her out for a game. She always has tremendous, a couple of key baskets, whatever, to get us right back in it. So I think while she at first was struggling a little bit, she came on strong when it was most needed.
We talked about Nicole in the preseason as someone, you talked about being a little bit more consistent, getting a lot more playing time. If she can be that kind of scorer for this team, what does this do for the Jaspers?
Well, I think it gives us tremendous versatility, and I think that it's another weapon. And I think she's really done a good job, not only with scoring. She's played great defense, and she hustles. She got a key offensive rebound in that particular game. So I think she's doing a lot for us besides just the scoring.
Talk about the game Shayna Erickson had, a double-double in the season opener. It looked like the Shayna Erickson we saw from the beginning of last year as well.
Yeah, and I think she almost had that at half. She really had a tremendous first half for us and sort of carried us on the offensive end when we needed her to. But Shayna is just a great all-around player, and I think that she really stepped up nicely in her first game. So I think she's just going to get better and better, and I think she's going to add so many things for us this year.
You had Kayla Grimmie start, the freshman. You had Nicole Anderson and Mae Parahus play some key minutes as well in this contest. You talked about throwing the freshmen in, baptism by fire. How do you think they fared?
I think they fared great. Kayla Grimmie had 7 points and 4 rebounds and really, really cleared space inside. She's a very, very aggressive offensive player and rebounder. And I think Maeve hit some key foul shots and some other made some other nice baskets or whatever. So I think she did a really good job as well. And Nikki Anderson defensively is all over the place, and she's just going to get a lot of time and really be a key part in our overall attack. So all three stepped in with no fear, no nerves, and they played like veterans, and we were happy to see it. We
talked about the team effort of this squad at the very beginning. When you looked at the stat sheet, 22 assists for this Manhattan squad.
Yeah, that was tremendous, and I think that's probably one of the best games we've played in many, many years, where we didn't turn the ball over a whole lot and got a lot of really good assists, got a lot of really good passes, an inside-outside game, and so it was really nice from the offensive standpoint to have that consistency.
As always, I like to get the fans involved with the show, and Coach, one from a big part of Jasper Nation, the Manhattan College Jasper Band wants to know, what's your favorite song that they play during games?
I'll tell you what, our band is fantastic. To be very frank with you, though, I am more focused on the game itself. So I can't say I have a favorite song, but I'll tell you what. The next time we do this, I'll have it down, and I'll make sure that I give an honest answer on that. But they are playing great. I love their enthusiasm, and it's so nice to have a really, really great band.
As we move forward, obviously Towson on the road this coming weekend, how important is it to get road victories, especially this early in the season?
Well, I think they're critical. I think that if you can do that, it builds a lot of team character. And I think that it shows a lot of togetherness when you can do that, and certainly helps for your MAC season. So I think they're critical. I think the first 3 games being on the road are going to be great tests for us, and so far we've passed 1, and we're ready to go and see how we do in number 2.
To have almost a full week off between games, what does that help you guys with?
Well, I think it's great because then this way we can get healthy and certainly concentrate on the team at hand, and we've got a mighty good one coming up on Saturday night. So we're excited to have the time to be able to prepare for each game like that, and so it's very important to have plenty of time to be prepared for a new opponent.
And with regards to the Tigers, what are some of the things that you're looking at?
Well, they beat us here last year. They're very, very athletic. McTiller is one of the best guards we're going to see all year. They're very, very strong post players. They get up and down the floor very well. So we have to be very, very conscious of their rebounding and their ability to take it to the basket. They play great defense. So they're a really, really good basketball team who's very well coached. And it's quite a challenge we have coming up.
And that being said, what are some of the things that this team is game planning with over the week?
Well, I think we've got to do a better job defensively. I think we've got to really work together on rebounding, and I think we've got to be able to continue to score on the offensive end. So all the important things that you need for every game, I think we need to really magnify it for this particular one on Saturday night.
As always, John Olenowski, head coach of Manhattan Women's Basketball. We thank you so much for the time. If you'd like to submit a question for our next Inside Manhattan Basketball, you can tweet at us at GoJaspers, or you can email us gojaspers@manhattan.edu. You can also follow Coach on Twitter at John Olenowski. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thank you, Christian.
And thank you for joining us Inside Manhattan Basketball.